Hello everyone, Reverend Cole here from Selkirk United Church with another midweek message. It is April the 14th today. I was off last week, so this is the first midweek message since before Easter. I wish I had an uplifting Easter type message to share with you today, but I really haven't found much in the way of inspirational messages lately. In fact, I've seen so much of the opposite: negativity and bad news, injustices, war, hate. It has me feeling a bit cynical, actually. There was one little story that helped break me out of that cynicism for a little while last week. Thanks to Pat Bird for sharing this one with me. She and a friend had been out enjoying a walk and watching some interesting behavior from some of our feathered friends. In that case, it was some seagulls who were ganging up on an eagle, trying to persuade the eagle to vacate the area by swooping and diving at it. The eagle didn't pay much attention to them, and it sounds like things settled down after the seagulls got weary. Anyway, Pat also posted a very interesting note about crows and eagles, along with a picture of a crow that had landed on top of an eagle, mid-flight, and the crow was picking away at the back of the eagle's neck. It was an amazing picture. Underneath the picture was written these words. It said, "When the crow pecks at an eagle, he sits on his back and bites his neck. The eagle does not respond or fight with the crow. It doesn't waste time or energy on the crow. It simply opens its wings and begins to rise higher in the sky. The higher the flight, the harder it is for the crow to breathe. Eventually the crow falls due to lack of oxygen." Then the note says, "Stop wasting your time with the crows. Just make yourself go higher, new level, and they'll fade." I thought that was fascinating. It gives new meaning to the idea of God raising us up on eagle's wings. Maybe, with God's help, we can be like those eagles, rising above all the things that would try to weigh us down or hold us back. Rising above pettiness and gossip. Rising above negativity and judgment and bias, racism. Going higher, up where the air is clear and we can see for miles. Maybe where we can see things for what they really are, find the truth. And then with that clearer vision, turn our attention to helping right the wrongs we see around us, living our best lives, and committing ourselves to live in God's way. There, that helped. I'm not nearly as cynical as I was a few minutes ago. Thanks, Pat. Now, where was I? Oh yes, the world and all of its problems. Those haven't gone away. I think one of the best things we can do to help fight against all of the injustice and hatred and racism that we see in the world today is to continue to educate ourselves. When we choose to learn about each other and to learn from one another, especially those who are different from us in some way, we have a chance to bridge the gap, to become closer, to become friends, to become neighbors in a different way. And we know what Jesus said we should do in terms of treating our neighbors, right? Well, many of our neighbors, both near and far, are celebrating Ramadan these days. So I thought I would share a little bit about Ramadan with you today, so that we might bridge the gap in knowledge that many of us have between ourselves and our sisters and brothers of the Islamic faith. There was some really good information on our United Church of Canada website recently about Ramadan, and I looked up some other information as well. First of all, what is Ramadan? Ramadan is the Arabic name for the 9th month in the Islamic calendar. This year that began on either April 12th or 13th, and it will end the evening of May 12th. Ramadan is considered one of the holiest Islamic months. It is also one of the 5 pillars of Islam. These are 5 principles which Muslims believe are compulsory acts ordered by God. That includes the fasting that happens during Ramadan. Muslims believe that some of the first verses of the Islamic holy book, the Quran, were revealed to the Prophet Muhammad during the month of Ramadan. Extra emphasis is placed on reciting the Quran at this time. And as I said, fasting is considered to be an act of worship, which enables Muslims to feel closer to God and strengthen their spiritual health and self-discipline. Muslims have an early morning meal before dawn, known as suhoor or sehri. They break their fast after sunset for the evening meal called iftar or fitur. So during all of the daylight hours, it's fasting. You can eat before dawn and after dusk. Ramadan is also an opportunity for spiritual growth, purification of one's body and soul, and strengthening one's faith. It is a time when Muslims are encouraged to give to charity, strengthen their relationship with God, and show kindness and patience. During this month, believers also head to the mosque for an additional night prayer called Taraweeh. This is only held during Ramadan. In a post shared by the Muslim Advisory Council of Canada, it encourages us to greet Muslim neighbors and friends by saying Ramadan Mubarak, which means Blessed Ramadan, or we can just say Happy Ramadan. And it also says, don't be afraid to ask questions and learn. So let's hold our Muslim friends and neighbors in prayer this month, especially as they fast and as they observe Ramadan. Maybe we can help shrink the world a little bit in the process of learning about others and how they worship. That's all I have for today. I hope this finds you well. God be with you this week and always, and I'll see you again soon.